Today we're gonna make Swiss steak, and I'm gonna have Randy to help me because I don't have a whole lot of use of my right arm, and we need to tenderize an eye of round, which you guys know is like the toughest piece of meat you can buy. But it was on sale, it was cheap, it had been in my freezer since April because I just didn't want to mess with it. Anyway, all right, now this recipe calls for you to do it a little backwards. Before you tenderize your meat, you need to dredge it in a cup of flour with 2 teaspoons of salt and how much ever pepper you like. And then you just stir that all together. You put your meat before you tenderize it into the flour, and then beat that flour and salt and pepper all down into that piece of meat. All right, these pieces of meat were 1.5 inches thick when we cut it. And then out of that, he got it down, he tenderized it down to about 1/2 inch. Believe it or not, the only thing left is you need 1 onion cut into slices, 1 cup of pizza sauce, 1 cup of tomato sauce, a little bit of lard for frying or oil, whichever one you prefer, and I'm going to serve it over pasta. And honestly, I put this up 124.22, and I can't remember the name of that pasta. I can't. Okay, now I'm going to get a medium flame over here under my Dutch oven, and you can use a skillet, but I like Dutch ovens for sauteing long term on the stove. Okay, I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of lard in here, or oil, whichever one you prefer. In case you guys didn't know, if you haven't been watching our channel very long, that's my own lard. I made that lard. I am proud of that lard. It was so creamy and white. I was a happy camper. Okay, now I'm just going to take my onion slices and drop them in there. Hear that sizzle. And we're just going to fry them till they get soft. And my pan is absolutely on medium. I don't have it on high. Okay, and as my onions get hot, they'll loosen up into their individual rings. And as soon as they're soft, then we're going to take them out. Okay, they're nice and soft, and we're just going to separate it. And so now we're just going to take them out and set them aside. Okay, now I'm going to, one at a time, put those steaks in there and let them get brown on both sides. And every time one gets brown on both sides, then I'll take it out. Okay, and this is what they look like after they've been flipped once. I'm just waiting for that back side to get brown. See how nice and brown this is on the top? When the back side gets brown, I'll remove it from the pan. All right, last little piece. You see I have just that little bit of lard left in there. Now if you want to take that out, you are more than welcome, but I am not. The main reason I do that is because fats are more satiating. They fill you up faster. There's nothing wrong with that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my meat, even if I dropped it on the stove, I'm going to put it right back in that pan. As you know, it's nowhere near done. All I did was brown it. I'm going to put them right back in that pan. I'm going to put my onions and all that's going right back in that pot. Now I'm going to turn it down to low. It's a low simmer. I'm going to pour my pizza sauce all over the top of that. That was 1 cup of pizza sauce and 1 cup of tomato sauce. Now I'm going to pour that all in there. Now I'm just going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to let it simmer on low for 1.5 hours. Magic of video. There's your hour and a half. Look at there. We should be nice and tender now. We're about to find out. All right, I went ahead and made the pasta. I make pasta the same way every time. I load that pot down with salt, pour in my water, and then I cook my pasta to directions. And we're just gonna put that on the plate. And we're gonna reach in here and get one of these awesome slabs of hopefully tenderized meat. It really looks good. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, but it looks really good today and I'm excited. And now we're gonna have Randy do a taste test and see if I got it right. It's a moment of truth.
Okay, I have the excruciating duty of testing out some of the toughest meat that you could ever buy.
Yep.
And we're going to see if Tammy was able to make it edible.
Well, with a little help. He did have to tenderize it.
Oh yeah, I sure did. I had to beat the living crap out of that stuff.
This recipe actually comes from I took it inside. It comes from the 1963 Canon book I showed you. It actually has like main dishes in there too that you can freeze. And this was one of the main dishes that they told you how to freeze it and then take it out and cook it.
I want you guys to take note. I am wearing my jacket tonight.
Yeah, but it's been beautiful today, y'all. It was like 70 degrees. All I needed was a little light sweatshirt. That's all I've had on all day. It was great. So, you know, it's typical Florida. You go from 20 to 70. Just boom, boom, up, down. Uh-oh.
Yep, this is actually a keeper, guys.
Yeah, he's about got half of it eaten.
I think I'm going to reload my plate and head inside.
All right. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.